I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The vision of Doral Academy Charter Middle High School is to set the standard for outstanding student achievement while providing a safe and nurturing academic environment.
Rise and shine, Firebirds. I'm Taylor Blanche. Today is Friday, March 5th, 2021, and welcome back to the 22nd episode of our weekly show, The Rise. In this episode, we will continue to keep you informed with all the information you need to know. This weekend's weather will be cloudy with a high of 79 and a low of 60 and a 70% chance of rain on Saturday. Coming up on today's show, how a Doral student combined art and activism, Nicole Mirabal discussing whether or not student athletes should be paid, our award-winning movie trailer titled Phantom City, a recap of this week's sports, all this and more coming up on this edition of The Rise. In local news, multiple new vaccine sites have been announced and recently opened. With the approval of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine this past weekend, 175,000 single shots are expected soon in Florida. The Federal Emergency Management Agency has a new site in Miami-Dade College's North Campus, which will be administering 2,000 vaccines a day. There has been new guidance given by the Florida Department of Health to expand those who qualify for a vaccine. In national news, the San Diego Zoo and Wildlife Park created the Zoo Wildlife Alliance in honor of World Wildlife Day. This day was celebrated on Wednesday, and its purpose this year was to celebrate a sustainable life and planet by preserving forests and all the services they provide us. The new alliance will prioritize educating the public and conserve the most vulnerable wildlife species. Throughout history, art has been both a form of expression as well as a way to make important statements, whether that is politically or socially. Doral student Sofia Garcia was able to put pencil to paper to share her voice. Here's Alaya Mendoza with the story.
Miami has been known to be a melting pot for a variety of cultures, such as Cubans, Colombians, and Venezuelans. With political unrest dominating Venezuela for years, local artist Sofia Garcia was able to put pencil to paper to express her concern and give a voice to the thousands of people who thought they didn't have one.
Art has always kind of been my escape. Even if I'm drawing something that doesn't have any meaning, it just kind of like distracts me. So like when I was doing my pieces surrounding Venezuela and the situation, I would just like bury myself in the work, and it's all I wanted to do. I think my art started taking on more meaning when I was in 9th grade, because that's when Juan Guaido claimed presidency, and obviously there was a lot of discourse in Venezuela, which is where my family is from, so that my only way that I knew how to express myself was through my art.
Even though she's living in the United States, Sofia still worries about friends and family in her home country, using art as a way to keep control over a situation that is heavily dominated by powerful adults.
Since I'm a teenager and since it's been happening since I was so young, it's just something that I've been used to and like have had to deal with, and that's why so many Venezuelans live here, because they had to escape it. You learn to love your country in like a different way.
Despite being far from Venezuela, the country will always remain in her heart and on her canvas, allowing a teenager to make a strong local impact. Signing off from the Student Television Network, I'm Alaya Mendoza.
The sports world has its fair share of debates and conversations regarding the treatment of athletes. Even though they aren't playing professionally, a debate has been sparked over whether or not student athletes should be paid. Here's Nicole Mirabal with her point of view.
You're the star player on the basketball team. It's game day and all the scouts are in the bleachers. This is a moment that every athlete anticipates. It's every high school student's dream, athlete or not, to receive a full ride to the university of their dreams. This leaves us with a big question. Should an athlete in college get paid or not? Take this for example. Say a journalism student and the star pitcher of the baseball team both get a ride to the University of Miami. Why should one get paid extra while the other does not? Expert analysis from ESPN estimates that individual student athletes could earn anywhere from $1,000 to $1 million off name and likeness rights. It's simply not fair. A student athlete at the end of the day is still a student just like any other. Why should any student get paid to receive an education? Yes, they dedicate hours on end to their sport and mastering their skill, but so does a person with a STEM or journalism major. For the sake of my future, I must live and breathe for my education, but I don't get paid to do that. The point I'm trying to make is, how is it fair that an athlete would get paid extra for playing their sport on a full scholarship, but someone like me wouldn't? Now, when we make it to the workplace, we all get paid our respective amounts, and that's fair. We all have worked just as hard to get to where we are, but on the journey to get there, all that should matter is the hard work and dedication, not an incentive like a monthly check. Signing off for the Student Television Network, I'm Nicole Mirabal reporting.
Firebird TV recently competed in the Student Television Network, a national competition where they were given the prompt Phantom City and asked to create a movie trailer. Here's the thrilling first place winner.
There's someone, there's something, it's coming to life.
With the winter season coming to a close and spring season starting to bloom, here's our weekly sports report to keep you updated on all things sports, from home runs to penalty kicks.
Good morning, Firebirds. I'm Alyssa Zabala, and our Firebird sports teams have been killing it lately. So I'm here to keep you up with this week's sports report. Our track and field team had a successful meet at Southridge High School last weekend, with Alec Estrada hitting a new personal record on the 1,600-meter run with a time of 5:09, and Juliana Rivero placing third in the 3,200-meter run. Bruno Medina also ran very well, staying in the front pack for all of his races, along with Barbara Hernandez, who came in at third in her heat. They will be competing at the Big Blue 10 meet tomorrow at Archbishop McCarthy. After last weekend's highly anticipated regionals, 3 of 4 wrestlers were able to qualify for the 3A state championships this weekend in Kissimmee. Julian Montero, Jose Gutierrez, and Enrique Sanchez were those very wrestlers that were able to rise to the top. Our Firebird baseball team mercy rolled South Miami on Tuesday by a score of 12-2. And continued their winning streak yesterday against Westminster Christian, winning by a 3-2 walk-off. They'll play again today at 3:30 against Homestead. Good luck! On Wednesday, our softball team added another win to their undefeated season, beating Pembroke Pines Charter by a score of 4-0. Our boys tennis team also did well on Wednesday, completely dominating against LaSalle, with the Firebirds winning all their singles matches and Grayson Williams sealing the blowout, winning the final match. And lastly, our boys varsity soccer team will be playing in the 6A state finals tomorrow in DeLand against Niceville. If you plan on attending, tickets are $9, and if you plan on watching the live stream, it's $10. All of the links to purchase these can be found on the Doral Academy Soccer Instagram. That's all for this week's Sports Report. Signing off for Firebird TV, I'm Alyssa Zabala.
FBLA has a meeting today in Ms. Garcia's Zoom at 2:40 p.m. There will be high school biology and algebra tutoring today from 3 to 4 p.m. on Ms. Maria Suarez's Zoom. There will also be middle school homework tutoring today from 4 to 6 p.m. on Ms. Maria Suarez's Zoom. Doral College courses for the summer 2021 term have already been announced. Check out doral.edu for the full list. There will be a boys middle school basketball informational meeting on March 8th via Zoom from 7 to 8 p.m. Check the school calendar for the Zoom ID and passcode. Firebirds, make sure to pre-order your yearbook before March 8th. Seniors, remember to place your cap and gown orders by March 13th. Make sure to follow Firebirds 2021 on Instagram to stay up to date. Doral Academy will be hosting a spring break basketball camp presented by Hoop Vision. The cost is $125 per camper. There are limited spots available, so be sure to get your spot soon. More information is on the Doral Academy website. That's all for this edition of The Rise. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media at Firebird TV for all the latest updates. From all of us here at Firebird TV, we hope you have an amazing Friday and a wonderful weekend.